Calvin Kattar versus Josh Emmett. Was it a robbery? So, after watching the fight initially, I'll be honest, I was heavy feeling the robbery side, especially how good Calvin Kattar finished. 4-5, he looked incredible. He clearly won 4-5. So, what I said to myself is, I need to go back and do myself the due diligence. I need to rewatch. 1, 2, 3. First round. Moments for both. I really loved the straight shot by Kattar, but Emmett had some big moments attacking, landing wide hooks, attacking, digging to the body too. He seemed more explosive and was more consistent with his combination attempts than Calvin Kattar, who I think was a little more gun shy in the first round. So I had to put 10-9 Emmett in the first. Ultimately, though, when you look towards the UFC stats, first round is listed with Calvin Kattar landing 14 significant strikes to Josh Emmett at 11. Total strikes 15-11. Emmett did land the bigger punches of the two, it seemed. Kattar, though, statistically landed more, but the judges aren't looking at the stats. They're just looking at the fight. I can see how they scored the first for Emmett. I even gave it to Emmett for the first round. We'll call round 1 Josh Emmett. Round 2, competitive action. Big moments for both of them. Stats-wise, seems like the significant strikes favor Josh Emmett, 26-22. For me personally, I thought Calvin Kattar won the round, had the bigger moments when he hurt Josh Emmett, and I feel like deserved to get the win that round. And I mean, the first round too, very toss-up-y. So I feel like the argument is on both sides for the first round and the second round, you could say. Third round, though, was Josh Emmett's round. He actually looked really good in that round. I thought that he clearly outstruck Calvin Kattar, landed the more significant shots. It was 27-19. So to me, the clear rounds are rounds 3 in favor of Emmett, round 4 in favor of Kattar, round 5 in favor of Kattar. You look at the official judges' scorecards, it's not this. We'll go in order. Doug Crosby scores rounds 1 for Josh Emmett, round 2 for Calvin Kattar, round 3 for Josh Emmett, round 4 for Calvin Kattar, round 5 for Calvin Kattar. That is my scorecard. I'm on that same boat. I definitely see exactly what he's doing with that score. Looking at Sal D'Amato, he scores rounds 1 to 3, all 10-9 for Josh Emmett, and then he gives 4 and 5 towards the side of Kattar. I can kind of understand the lean, I guess, but I don't know, man. That second round, there was some good moments for Calvin Kattar. I feel like he deserved it. I do. Now, looking at Chris Lee's scorecard, I don't think he was watching the fight. I don't know if he was on his phone half the fourth round. He scored round 1 for Emmett, round 2 for Kattar, round 3 for Emmett, fair up until there. Round 4 for Josh Emmett. Round 5, Kattar. How do you score round 4 for Josh Emmett? I don't understand that. I don't see how that's a possible scorecard. You look at the stats of round 4, they're extremely widespread and enough that it'd be evident watching who's winning. 41-21 for Josh Emmett. So according to these judges' scorecards, it should be hand raised for Calvin Kattar, essentially. We don't get that. Robbery, we can use the term controversial, I'd say, and it sucks because I do think Kattar was robbed out of a rightful win, but it's not like Emmett didn't have good moments. And let's be real, the first 3 rounds were ultra competitive. Problem is we use a 10-point must system, so it's round by round. How good Kattar looked at the end, he had the fight. Let's say they're doing no time limit fight. They're just doing rounds, 5 minute, 5 minute, 5 minute. I think that Kattar would have been the one that wins that fight. He wins later. He won 4 and 5 clearly. He steals those rounds. And I know people have proposed, oh, maybe change how judging is. Make the later rounds worth more, the end of the round worth more. We don't have that. We're doing 10-point must system. I see how this decision went towards Emmett's way on a 10-point must system. If you look at the fight like as a whole, to me, it's Calvin Kattar winning the fight, certainly. But we're on a 10-point must system. My 10-point must system still had it, 48-47 Kattar, but too damn close for comfort. Now, if you're on the betting side of it, which I was on the Kattar betting side, it does suck because I do think he could have gotten that decision. If you pick Josh Emmett as an underdog, God bless you. You cash in and you live in large and you're high as hell right now. I want to talk, though, regardless of controversial robbery, you don't like the decision, which I'm disappointed with it, but it is what it is. And Josh Emmett is a new face for those top contenders. What's next? Well, for Josh Emmett, I think what's next is the winner of Volkanovski Holloway. It's a very weird situation, though, because if Holloway wins, Volkanovski's probably going to want that immediate rematch, and then they're doing their fourth fight. Let's say Volkanovski wins, which is the early prediction for that matchup. I think him versus Josh Emmett's actually a great matchup. Powerhouse Josh Emmett, short, stocky, versus Volkanovski. I think Emmett's a guy that could hurt Volk, but ultimately it'd be hard to go against the champ. I think Emmett deserves a title shot next. Tricky predicament due to the fact that Max Holloway could win the belt back and then have to fight Volkanovski for a fourth time. We'll see what the UFC does with that. That's a situation they're putting themselves in, and they know they're kind of backing themselves in position against the wall if Max Holloway is able to be victorious. But regardless, let's jump to Calvin Kattar, who I thought had a great performance, win, loss, or draw, and as did Josh Emmett. Got to respect both, but he finished great. Calvin Kattar finished 4-5 really strong. He shouldn't be disappointed in himself. Where does he go from here? Well, he's definitely pushed back a little bit. The Korean Zombie wants to stick around. I think Calvin Kattar versus Zombie's a really fun fight. I also think it's a pretty damn winnable matchup for Calvin Kattar. I actually think there's a good shot that he would knock Zombie out at this point. I like the fight for him. I still feel like Calvin Kattar has potential in the division long term. I mean, you look at his performances, wins over Chikadze, Dan Ige, Jeremy Stevens, lost to Holloway, number 1 and 2 with Volk, and then loses now a close, controversial type split decision that probably should have went his way. We can call it a robbery. If you can call it a robbery, but the reason I don't like to call it a robbery on this one is simply because there is somewhat of an argument towards either side. It's not an extremely widespread, like, yes, clearly Josh Emmett lost this, and this round, and it wasn't even close. He had moments there which you could see how they swayed. And I mean, even on my card, I wrote I could see how they could give some of the rounds the opposite ways. But that goes for both. I mean, besides round number 3, I think 1 and 2 were like the ultimate toss-ups. 100% could have gone either way. But favoring the Kattar side for 2, Emmett side for 1. But there's people that have the other side of that. Judging a fight ain't easy. We can only see the angles that we get. Same with the official judges. They give it towards the side of Emmett. The underdog, too, which I always talk about, the betting side. I don't know, a little shady, right? There's always a decision that seems to be super close with these main events that a lot of people are betting on, big fights. Seems like the split underdog decision win is a common outcome that might be saving some people money. I'm not saying none. Might be losing me money and everybody else, but I'm not saying none. I'm just saying, I don't know. That's just the game. That's the game, unfortunately. That's fighting. That's sports. We have to deal with it. We come back with a vengeance each and every time. Guys, I hope you enjoyed, and I hope you agree that we had a fantastic UFC Austin card. Best fight night card of all time. Up the ass with finishes. Crazy ass knockouts. And we finish it off with a fantastic fight, which I know a lot of people are going to be disappointed with the decision, especially if you're on the Kattar side. But it is what it is. That's the fight game. We keep on trucking. I enjoyed the hell out of the live stream too. I was live for like almost 6 hours doing the card. It was a lot of fun to watch with you guys. The full content will be dropped this week for the upcoming card. We do go back to the Apex for the next one. You know, I like the live crowds, but it is what it is. Guys, smash the hell out of the like button. If you're new to the channel, subscribe. Keep it locked in here at MMA Experts. Make sure to turn on those post notifications. And if you really enjoy the content, share the video as well. Let me know in the comments what you guys think. If you don't have anything to say, but you just enjoy my content and you want me to keep pumping these post-fight reactions, drop a W in the live chat and tell me to keep them coming. Much love, my people, and I will see you all in the next one. Peace.